Hey, welcome to Forex Trading Analysis. This is May the 10th at 8:10 p.m. And today we're going to be looking at a few pairs, but before we get started, quick risk disclaimer. Foreign exchange trading carries a high level of risk. Before you decide to trade foreign exchange, we encourage you to consider your investment objectives, your risk tolerance, and trading experience. It is possible to lose some or all of your initial investment, so don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Seek advice from an independent financial or tax advisor, and all information provided is for educational purposes only and should not be construed as trading advice or counsel. So the pairs I want to take a look at this week are, first of all, let's bring up calendar of events over here. And as you can see, tomorrow we have pound, PPI, Canadian employment change and unemployment, and the USD PPI, as well as consumer sentiment. So we do have an interesting day. Definitely an interesting Friday. Usually you don't get this much important news on a Friday, but should be an interesting day tomorrow. So looking at a few pairs, definitely US dollar pairs, and also the pound we should be looking at. So three pairs I want to take a look at today are, first of all, the US dollar Swiss franc, which to me is going to be an uptrend for the next few months as I see it. I do believe that the dollar is headed up, and that's for a variety of reasons. If you watch my other videos, I go into a little bit more depth about that, but for now, my bias on the dollar is to the upside, and I think that this pair, while it has been in a pretty strong uptrend ever since intervention back in September of 2011, we have seen a good amount of buying from this pair, so selling of the Swiss franc and buying of the dollar, and this is a pair that I will be looking at to push further to the upside. So definitely levels I'll be looking at over the next couple months. This is going to be a little bit longer term video. Is 0.93154 close of this bar, as well as highest close here, which is 0.95828. So two levels that I'll be looking, if we do start to see a break above those levels and a continuation of the, first of all, 100 needs to start sloping to the upside, and price needs to push off a little bit more than this. So right now we are approaching oversold territory, overbought territory, I'm sorry, and we are possibly in for a correction. I think if we do see a continuation of this price and a pullback, we could maybe possibly see down to close of this bar, which is 0.91986. So if we do start to see a bounce up, I believe that we'll catch some sellers up these highs and possibly bounce all the way back down. And if it is a continuation of the downtrend from the Swiss franc, then that could continue for a little while, but if not, I do believe we could see another bounce. So no trades from this pair right now, but I do believe that this pair is in an uptrend and will continue to trend to the upside. So just make sure that my bias can be confirmed. The euro dollar, to me, looking right now, is that we could see a pretty strong breakdown from the euro dollar. We have been in a pretty consolidatory phase over the past couple months, and a lot of people have been letting go of employees just based on the fact that we have so little market movements right now. So around 450 pips is the max of this range. That's a rough guesstimate, but that's a pretty small range, especially for a pair that does like to move. So it does look like we have broken this consolidation and could possibly be headed towards lows here at 0.12647, I think it was. Sorry. 1.2675. Sorry. And if we do start to see push below that, 1.24 is going to be one of my main targets, my first targets, and eventually 1.12. So a little bit, again, longer term picture for the euro dollar, which supports my long of the Swiss franc. And I do believe that we should see a push to the downside from this pair. And if it does start to gain momentum and we do start to see a lot larger bars, then this will help to confirm my bias. So again, particularly no trades yet. I do believe that we are gonna have possibly a pretty strong breakdown here from the euro dollar. This is an important time to put your money into the right places, and just trading this chart pattern looks a lot like where you're gonna fall to the downside, but no particular indications of where risk can be controlled yet. So I'll be posting updates on that throughout the week, and those are the two pairs I really wanted to take a look at. Not too much from the other pairs. I do think that if the euro dollar does start to bring down some of the other pairs, the pound dollar is going to be a little bit more extended to the upside than a few of the other ones, because we have been in a downtrend for the euro dollar and the Aussie dollar, as well as the New Zealand dollar. So if the euro does start to pull down these pairs, the pound dollar might come with it. We could see a pretty large breakdown from that pair. So if you are looking for possibly a little bit more profit opportunity, the pound dollar will be a nice you can get better prices on it basically. So definitely three different pairs I'll be looking at, and thank you very much for watching. I'm posting updates throughout the week on our Twitter at @synergyfx, and good luck trading.